Okay, so I'm on my way to Bremerton. My last video is bringing it back, bringing the boat to where it is now. So we could cut a lot of the distance off. But my friends are lame. They didn't want to come. They're like, it's cold, it's gonna rain, it's against the current. None of that's true. So I'm gonna go by myself and I will just meet them there. Okay, so I'm about to paddleboard out to the boat. Over there, wherever. Right there. Kind of rough. I swear if I fall in. Oh! Okay, here I go. It's warm in here. Left the diesel heater running. Feels good. Okay, so got everything all fired up and set. Gonna raise the sail and let go of the mooring. The wind is 10 and gusting up to 20. And it seems like a really nice day to sail. I'll be with the current most of the way. Should be 2.5 hours. It's 9.2 nautical miles or something. Let's just say 9 nautical miles. After I unfurled the jib and sheeted in, I decided, because I'm on a close reach, that I have too much sail out if you look at my heel angle. If I were to sheet it in even more to go upwind, I'd be overheeling. The rail would be in the water. So I decided to put a first reef in. I have one wrap around a winch on the main halyard. I open the clutch and then I pull in the first reef tack line. Then I close the halyard and snug it tight. Next I pull the clew reef line. I let the sheet out to ease the resistance, and then you can see I loosen the vang so I can sheet the clew all the way tight to the boom. After it's reefed, I pull it in and then harden the vang back up. After I do that, I clean up, and notice how the second reef lines are dangling. So I pull those in tight to snug them so they don't grab anyone when tacking or an accidental jibe. There's an interesting interaction between the two sails here when I tack. Notice when I sheet the jib in, the mainsail is full, and as I sheet the jib in, it backwinds the main. You'll see it start to flap. This is caused from the jib creating upwash and changing the apparent wind of the mainsail, as I talked about in my last video. At this point, Raymond III wiped out, so I decided that he's fired and I'm gonna drive. No one can drive better than me. Just kidding. I'm still overpowered, so I need to figure out how to reduce the lift on the sails. I decide here to pump my backstay tighter. It'll help flatten the sails out. The backstay tension does two things. It controls forestay sag and mast bend. As the tension on the backstay comes on, it'll flatten out the head sail and the mainsail at once. On the jib, the luff curve is reduced, and on the main, the luff curve is increased. This is applicable on a masthead sloop. I still think I'm overpowered. So the next thing I'm going to do is increase twist to the jib and the mainsail. Circa 1982 way of adjusting jib car leads is to move the car where you want it tack, and then you can move the other side. This is similar to how an aileron on an aircraft wing works. To flex one way to increase lift on the opposite direction. So in this case, I'm going to twist off the top of the sail, reducing the lift on the top half of the sail. And therefore, it should help the boat stand more upright. Okay, so I added twist to the jib by moving the lead car backwards. Reduced the heeling a lot. See, I'm heeling now. I can't see the gauge. It's got to be 30. So it's a lot more comfortable now. And yeah, it's probably blowing 20 something. I don't know. My wind gauge doesn't work when it's reefed, especially on one tack. It'll go backwards. I'll show you on the next tack. Stupid. There's some vortice coming off the main or jib or something. Such a nice day. If you look at the masthead, you can see that the anemometer almost comes to a stop. I speculate that this is caused from tip vortices when I reef from the jib. This seems so strange to me because it's blowing 20 knots. About to hit a wind line here. Looks windy. Shortly after hitting the wind line, the wind speed increased. So I decided that I needed a second reef, which is really a third on my boat, to reduce the heeling even more. The reason why I think heeling angle is so critical is the more your boat heels, the more asymmetrical flow of water around the hull. Therefore, it's wanting to turn up towards windward. And to counteract that motion, you have to have more rudder input. Also, it creates leeway. Your keel works best when it's completely perpendicular to level water. The more you heel, the more leeway you will have. This also goes for your rudder. When you have significant heel and you pull on your rudder, it will bury your bow. I lost my favorite beanie here, so I had to turn around and try to grab it. This is a perfect opportunity to practice man overboard drill by myself. It took me 3 attempts to retrieve the beanie. Luckily, I didn't have to get a person back on board. That'd be a different challenge on its own. A fuck ton of water coming in. I think it's my dripless or something. It's time to be changed. Shit, now I lost. Oh, there it is. Jesus. It's rather annoying. I just want to sail. So the next half hour, I saw some interesting things. There were 4 wing foilers out. And then I saw this. Free boat. Dry stored half of the year. Well, damn it, maybe Matt was right. A little bit of rain. Hopefully the wind doesn't pick up anymore. Got my foulies on. Damn it, it's hailing. With the hail approaching, the wind started to lighten up, so I decided to take the third reef out. The wind dropped even more, so I decided to take the first reef out. Go full main. I started the engine and revved it up to a high idle to let it warm up. Meanwhile, I dropped the main, and then after that I furled the jib up and then just float so I can get the boat prepared to go into the marina.
level 69.
Alright, I docked in Bremerton, and I'm about to go to the marine office and see if I can get 4 hours or something. Just before I got here, Caroline called me and she said that Matt and Bay decided not to come. Or something. They didn't want to go ice skating. It's like, whatever. They'll come for ramen. We'll see if they can even do that. Well, so I'm waiting for Caroline now. And it was a good sail. It got kind of cold at the end. There was a fair amount of hail.